Hey guys, what's up? Carmando here, and welcome to my review video of WWE Hell in a Cell 2014. And the reason I'm speaking low because it is 5 o'clock in the morning here in Scotland. But I just want to say that main event, incredible. But I'll get to it in a second. Let's just start off. I'm gonna just review the whole thing. We'll start off with the kickoff thing. I was right in my prediction about Mark Henry and Bo Dallas. That did happen. Oh, I'm sorry, Bo Washington is what he was calling himself. But like the Mizdow TV thing, I thought they were going to ruin Mizdow. I thought they were going to end it. I thought it was going to mess it up, but they didn't. Eventually, Miz and Mizdow hugged. It was pretty cool. Mizdow called him like the best friend he's ever had, and Miz called him he's a damn good stunt double, and they hugged. It was pretty awesome. And Sheamus came out, well, he was on the screen and just said some stuff, and then like Bro kicked the camera, then it like messed up. It didn't really, it was obviously planned to happen. But then we went on to the Mark Henry versus Bo Dallas thing. And it was a joke about Ebola. I wasn't really sure. I'm just reading it here. Apparently it was an Ebola joke. He changed his name to Bo Washington, and the match ended in like 30 seconds or something. Didn't last long at all. But Bo said he was still 5-0 against Henry because he cheated. Then Henry grabbed him and slammed him into the barricade. Pretty pointless, really. Really just didn't seem worth it, to be honest. But then they just talked about some random stuffs, and then that was about it. Decent kickoff, was pretty decent. It was all right. Paul Heyman was there. You know, he's always good. But then on to the first match. I thought they really should have aired that promo that they aired on SmackDown, but or on YouTube or wherever it aired. But they didn't. But it was okay because this was a really good match and the second best match of the night. Dolph Ziggler Cesaro 2 out of 3 falls match. Cesaro, oh my god, this guy is a fucking beast. He really is. He's just insane. This guy is incredible. Like, man. But the first fall went to Ziggler, so I just back and forth, really fast-paced action. You know, the back and forth pins and stuff. It was really good. Yeah, there was a Cesaro swing as well, I think, or maybe that was in the second fall. I'm not quite sure. But eventually Ziggler got the first fall, and then it was just really great back and forth match. And Cesaro, when this happened, I was like, what the fuck? It was insane. He did, I thought he was going to do his usual suplex thing that he does, but just insane as it is. But Dolph Ziggler was on his back for like, it must have been like at least 2 minutes in the sleeper hold thing. He eventually turned him round. Ziggler's still on him, climbs up the bloody top rope, middle rope, still, that's a hell of a thing, with a guy on you. Ziggler's still on him. Ziggler never touches the ropes or anything. He suplexes him from around him and up. I was going nuts at this point. It was insane. Oh my god, I thought Cesaro would have at least gotten one fall, but oh man, it was an amazing match, amazing. And then the counters at the end was like similar to their 2 matches on on Raw and SmackDown, but then Ziggler countered it with a super kick and then hit the zigzag. But seriously, amazing match, really good match, definitely second match of the night. If you didn't see it, you need to see it. It was really good. Then next up, actually lasted 12 minutes according to Wikipedia. 12 minutes 15 seconds. Then next there was like some stuff about the WWE Network, yada. And then there was a thing with the Authority backstage, Kane and Stephanie and Triple H, and then Randy Orton came in and was complaining about Seth Rollins and was angry and wanted to like kick his butt or some crap. And then Stephanie told him to like take his rage out on Cena. Yada. And he says if they don't take care of him, Rollins, then Orton will. Next, we had Brie versus Nikki. I mean, there was an okay spot with Brie doing the dive out the ring. But apart from that, there was nothing really, great about it. She did a missile drop from the top, Brie. Eventually Nikki won with a rack attack thing, which I think we all knew that was going to happen. It would be kind of weird for Brie to be, like telling Nikki and stuff what to do since she's the heel. I think it was kind of obvious the heel was going to win this one. I just gotta say that Nikki and Brie, I mean, Brie's a little bit better with the promos, but not much, I think. They just don't sound convincing to me at all, especially Nikki. She just sounds so fake in their facial expressions and stuff. It just seems really fake to me. It just doesn't come across as convincing at all. Especially Nikki, her voice just so fake, just like her oversized breasticles, just fake, so fake. But then we got some video thing about 2K15, which is a really weird trailer if you haven't seen it. Like the stuff Cena's saying, I'm just like, what? It doesn't even make sense to me. If you know what it means, tell me. I don't get it. Then we went to like the panel thing with Rey Nizzle and Booker T, Alex Riley, Paul Heyman. They all got like little pops and stuff. They were just talking about the matches and stuff. Alex Riley thought it could be a candidate for match of the year. The 2 out of 3 Falls match. I mean, it was really good, but the main event is much better. But I'll get to that in a second. Next match was Goldust and Stardust versus the Usos, the tag titles. Nothing you haven't seen before here. This is just your typical match that you see every week. There was really nothing special. I mean, they both did superplexes, the Usos to the Dust guys at the same time. Eventually, I felt the ending was, I mean, it was okay, but I think it would have went better. Like, the ref wasn't looking and Stardust kicked him in the back of the ass, basically. They're saying the knee, but if your knee's at your ass, then okay, whatever. But I think it would have went better if Stardust low blowed him or something. But it was just your typical tag match, very boring. Just the same thing you see every single week on Raw, SmackDown, whatever. I thought Stardust looked pretty cool with the black, gold and blue. I think he would look even sexier with black, gold and white. I thought that would look really cool, but still looking really badass. Next we've seen something. This was really weird. We got the thing with the breast cancer thing, and then the woman was in the crowd, and Byron Saxton interviewed her, and he said, "How does it feel to be here or something?" And I have not a clue what she said. I rewound it back a couple of times, and I was like, what? I have no idea what she said to that question. I have not a clue. And yet I've heard some other lady as well. But it's obvious they're not fans at WWE. I mean, the breast cancer thing is okay. I mean, that's a good thing, but I don't like that they take people that aren't fans onto the show, and it's just so obvious. Like they're getting paid to be there. That's what annoys me. These are, well, maybe not them, but like celebrities and stuff. These are people with tons of money, but they're getting in for free. I don't. That's just stupid in my opinion. But then we got the Cell Laura music, and when Cole said, "These are the two greatest warriors," or some pish, I was like, oh yes, it's Ambrose and Rollins is main event, and at this point I was kind of tired. I was going to go down to go and get some drink and eat after that Goldust match, but when it was, oh god, sorry, but then when that came down I was like, okay, I'll stay for this, but they never started. Nothing you haven't seen before. It was like there's nothing these two can do anymore. They've just done everything, It's this. I mean, I called almost every spot with like the finishers. Like when Cena went for the AA, I was like, oh, I think he'll counter it. He did. Oh, Cena will hit it. Oh, Randy Orton goes for the RKO. Cena will counter it. It happened. Everything I called happened. Like when he went for when he was going for the AA, I was like, oh, this time he'll hit the RKO. Hits the RKO. It's just there's nothing more these two can do. Just end it. And Cole's saying it's the greatest feud or something, or one of the top feuds of all time, that are like the best feud in the last 10 years or something. No, it isn't. It just isn't. It isn't good. It's not. It's never. There's nothing really memorable from it. I think there's nothing. It's not up there with like Hogan, Andre, or Cena, Rock Austin, or anything like that. They were showing loads of other Sorry, my screen goes off after a minute of inactivity. There was nothing. It's not up there with them. It just isn't. And eventually, it ended with Cena winning with like Randy Orton was going for an RKO, and I was like, no, this isn't happening. Didn't happen. Cena countered, hit the A through the table, and won. Which we get to see Lesnar versus Cena again. Come on, WWE, do something different, for crying out loud. I want to see Randy Orton versus Lesnar. I don't think that's ever happened before, but no, we got that. We got Cena again. And Cole was saying, oh, that's got to be one of the greatest Hell in a Cell matches ever. Nope. Nope. Not even close. Probably one of the most boring ones. It wasn't good at all. Not good at all. No, not even top 20. No, not even close. I've just seen it all before. That's why, there's nothing new there. There was no, like, I was watching it and I just no reaction to any of the AAs or anything. It just seen it all before. No point in. I mean, just nothing new. Just end that feud. We don't need to see these guys again. There's nothing new gonna happen. But next, we've seen Big Show like backstage warming up, and Mark Henry was there. Also, this match, the Cena match, lasted 25 minutes. And the Gold Stardust was 10 minutes. The Nikki one was 6 minutes. But then we've seen Big Show warming up, and Mark Henry came in, and he was saying he was gonna like. Big Show said he was going to beat Rusev for USA himself, Henry, and Henry's like a little puzzled look on his face, which I was like, oh, he's going to turn heel. But then he sort of just cheered him on, so I thought it was going to happen later on in the match, but we'll get to that in a second. The next match was Sheamus versus The Miz, and I just absolutely love Miz now. They just need to keep this going. It's so good. Mizdow was just gold. Like, Sheamus was doing the 10 beats of the Bowden thing, and Mizdow on the outside, he gets into the lower rope, and then he's like, as he's getting hit, it was just awesome. And like he was going to do something on the what was it? Sheamus had him in like to go for the rolling. I don't know what he calls it, but Mr. Kennedy Anderson did it at some point. I can't remember what it's called. And Mizdow got like on the steel steps. I thought he was gonna like roll down the steps, but he didn't. He just sort of got off it. He probably really hurt himself, but it was Mizdow is just gold. Like so funny, the stuff he's doing. They need to keep that going for as long as they can, because it's gonna get more popular and popular. Mizdow chants and everything. It's just really good. But Miz went for the what was it? Like he went to pin him after the Skull Crushing finale. Sheamus kicked out, then he got him with a bro kick. Even Mizdow fell down as well. It was awesome. But it was funny after the match. Miz was lying down, and then Mizdow rolls in, and he's lying there. Sheamus like picks up his arm. Mizdow's arm goes up and down, and then he's like picking him up and moving him about. Mizdow's copying him, and then he starts doing the YMCA. It was brilliant, like, and then it ended with Miz getting bro kicked, and then Mizdow flying all over the place. Just brilliant. Like, that's one thing that they're doing really good in the mid card is Mizdow. That's about the only thing really in the mid. Well, the Ziggler and that as well. Him and Cesaro are amazing. Their matches, but Mizdow is gold, and they need to keep this going as long as they can. But then, how long did that last? That lasted 8 minutes. Then we went backstage to see Nikki, like, bossing Brie around, she's got loads of bags and stuff, chucking them in, and a smoothie thing and stuff, and she says, oh, I've got 5 bananas and strawberries and blueberries, yada yada yada, and then Nikki, like, has a sip of it and then dumps it over Brie's head and tells her to make one exactly the same and bring it to the hotel, and she drove off. It was a really quiet car. I don't know, maybe it was an electric thing or something, I don't know, but there was no noise from the car at all. I don't know, it must have been electric or something, but it was really quiet. Couldn't even hear it. But next we see a hype package for Rusev and Big Show. I thought the packages and stuff for this pay-per-view was pretty good. I thought they were really quite good, all of them. Um, but Show was Rusev. Eventually Mark Henry came down, which I thought he was going to turn heel. I really did think he was going to turn heel, especially when they were outside the ring and Mark Henry sort of came up to him but he just like gave him a spank on the ass and was like, beat him up or something, I don't know. But he went for the win. I don't know what happened. Show tossed him back in the ring, but Rusev kicked him in the face. Then he kicked him in. I think he kicked him like 3 times. He also kicked Mark Henry off the apron, but then eventually hits him in the accolade, and Rusev wins. I thought Henry would have thingied after the match, but no, they just sort of hugged and like smooched each other in the butt cheeks. And that match lasted 7 minutes. Well, just under 8 minutes. Winner Rusev. Then next we've seen another video package thing for the Susan thing. Then a Survivor Series thing, which is kind of random because R-Truth's in there, and it's like, what has R-Truth even done in the last while? Should have put Ziggler in there instead. Anyways, next we go backstage and Dean Ambrose hit this pretty awesome promo, talking about Halloween, and the most popular thing would be Seth Rollins' costume after he's finished with him. He said he'd look like a zombie from The Walking Dead crossed with, what was it, a grandmother or something. I can't remember what it was, but it was pretty damn funny. And then he said we'll both burn in hell tonight. That was really good, a really good promo. And next was AJ Lee versus Paige. This was a really, pretty crap match, to be quite honest. I think they just need to end this feud. They're not doing anything good with them. There was one good spot in the match where, which I was like, what the hell are they away to do here? Paige was on the barricade, and I thought she was going to like suplex AJ in or something. And I was like, I don't think this is going to happen. But then AJ like grabbed her and she like cut her back and her butt off the barricade, maybe her head as well a little bit, but I think the head missed. But then Alicia like tossed Paige back in, and then AJ hit the Black Widow, and that was it. Then after the match, Paige was like, she slapped Alicia in the face, and then it was like, I hate you. And Alicia thought, I don't know if she had some contacts in or something, but I thought her eyes looked kind of like a cat. It was really weird. I don't know what that was about. I thought she looked kind of different, or should her hair done differently as well. But yeah, I think they really need to just stop that feud. There's nothing more they can do. That match lasted 6 minutes, just under 7 minutes, 6 minutes 49. And then was the cell lowering music, and this was just, I would say a 5-star match, like just incredible, absolutely incredible. Like it says 30 minutes, so I'm guessing that's from when the bell actually rang. It must have been well over 25 minutes, I'd say. But I was just on the edge of my seat, I guess you could say. I mean, on my bed here, like the edge of my bed then. But this match was just incredible. Dean Ambrose started on top. He had like a thing, I don't know if it'd be like for drawings or something, but he had like the kendo stick in it, and he chucked like a heap of chairs in the ring, and he had this bag with random stuff. Then he went up top, and then like Seth Rollins came out, and he was like screaming for him to get down, and Joey and Jamie was out with him, and Seth Rollins tells them to get up there, and they go up, and Ambrose is like clapping for them, and he starts beating them up, and then Seth comes up, and they're fighting, and there's a point where Seth Rollins like sort of steps back, and the crowd's like, because it looked like he was maybe gonna get too close. He was pretty close, like to the edge, but eventually just Ambrose sort of beats him up. Seth Rollins beats him up. Seth Rollins tries to climb away, and I knew, oh crap, and I knew when he was climbing down, and then Ambrose climbed down, I was like, oh, somebody's going through the tables here, somebody's going through the tables, and you could see that they moved the monitors and stuff off the announce tables, which is a good idea, because you don't want them to get seriously hurt, but they were like halfway down battling, and then like Dean Ambrose hits a headbutt, and then they both fall through the announcer tables. I was just going crazy. Like, it was awesome moment. and the like medics and that come down, and they're on, both of them is on stretchers, going away, and then Ambrose gets out of his stretcher and starts beating up Rollins. Like slams him at the cell. Eventually they get in and like ring the bell and that. It just was an amazing match, so good. It just got better and better as it went on. But like he had like a screwdriver try to stab him, but like Rollins like thingied it, he stopped it. There's a table up against the cell wall. Try to toss him at the table, Rollins escapes. Ambrose did a suicide dive to Rollins. Oh yeah, Rollins did a slam onto the pile of chairs. I think it was a suplex or a hip toss. I can't quite remember. Oh yeah, this was an awesome moment. Rollins grabbed a table and set it up on the apron in between the cell, and I was like, oh my god, what's gonna happen here? And it looked like he was gonna suplex him from the inside of the ring to the outside, but Ambrose countered it and like he put him on the table, put Rollins on the table, then Ambrose goes up top and hits an elbow through it. Oh my god, awesome moment. But then Corporate Kane turns out of nowhere with a fire extinguisher and smashes into Ambrose's face. Then Rollins put Ambrose through the table that was leaning up against the thing. Then Rollins chucked him in, hit a curb stomp, goes for the cover, but Ambrose kicks out too. Rollins grabs a chair and starts going pretty wild on Ambrose with it. Goes for the curb stomp on the briefcase, but Ambrose counters, goes for the dirty deeds. He counters with an enziguri. Ambrose comes right back and nails Rollins with the briefcase. And I thought he'd won it here, like I really did. But no, he kicked out. Ambrose then got the 2 cinder blocks from under the ring, and puts him in the ring. Ambrose goes to curse on Rollins through the blocks. But the lights go out. This is when it got really awesome. I thought my TV actually messed up because it was black, and then the bloody Sky box office thing, because I don't watch it on the network because the video player is terrible. The Sky box office logo light went off. I was like, oh shit, maybe this isn't supposed to be happening. But there was like Bray Wyatt was like saying stuff. I couldn't really make out what he was saying, but he was saying stuff over and over. I was like, oh my god, that's Bray Wyatt. And then you see Bray Wyatt's lantern in the ring, and to me it looked like there was a hole in the ring, and I thought Wyatt was going to come out of the ring or something. And there was like a what's the word, like a projector type of thing, and you could see a figure. And I thought Bray Wyatt was just going to like raise out of the ring or something, which I think would have been the better way to go, to be quite honest. But then he crawled out from under the ring and came in. It was still an awesome moment. He crawled out of the ring and he comes out with like the fog and that and attacks Ambrose, lays Ambrose out with like his Uranagi thing, and then Rollins like was like scared of him, was like looking at him and pinned him, and then get out of the way. And then after the match, Wyatt hits the Sister Abigail, and Hell in a Cell finished with Bray Wyatt kneeling over Dean Ambrose, looking upwards to the sky. And it was how it's usually got the like or whatever, but it was a little bit different. When Bray Wyatt's segment is over, it was a little bit different. It was like a picture of Wyatt, and it didn't say, I think it says death usually, but it says something else. It was different. So maybe Wyatt's on his own now, and Ambrose and Harper and Rowan they're on their own, or they're going to tag team, I don't know. But speaking of Luke Harper, I got my first ever Luke Harper figure today. He's over there. I need to open him at some point. I also got Alberto Del Rio, Andre the Giant. Who else did I get? I got somebody else. I can't remember. I got a double pack as well, Randy Orton and Daniel Bryan with the Money in the Bank briefcase. But Seth Rollins won it, obviously. But I just thought that main event was just amazing. That and the 2 out of 3 falls match, like the second, the 2 best matches. The rest was just meh, just nothing really special. I'd give it like a B. But that's mainly because of the main event. It was just incredible. If you haven't seen it, you need to see that match. It was so good. And I've left a couple of comments on like YouTube videos, and WWE's got like a poll thing, and it says, "Do you think Seth Rollins was aware that Bray Wyatt would intervene in his Hell in a Cell match?" And posted a comment, and I guess the kiddies are a little bit upset because it's got a couple of dislikes. But this is what I said. I've posted it on like a wrestling site and on the YouTube pre-show thing as well. But I said, I loved the main event Hell in a Cell match. I'd say the best Hell in a Cell match in over 10 years. Had me on the edge of my seat the entire time, and the ending was incredible. Wyatt vs Summer is going to be a real good feud. The promos will be spectacular. The Cena Orton match had nothing new, seen it all before. The only other good match was the 2 out of 3 Falls match. It's got 2 dislikes. I guess the kiddies were upset about that, saying that about Cena. Yeah, a really amazing main event. Really glad that was the main event. If they put Cena and Orton on, that would have just been utter crap if they put that on. But there wasn't a Fallout thing, or I can't find it anyway. It's not on the network. I don't know if it happened, but I was looking at a thing, and apparently it's maybe going to happen after Raw, or like, well, I was looking at the schedule thing. It says it's going to happen at like 11:15, which would mean Raw would still be on, so I'm a little confused. I don't know. Oh no, that's Sunday's schedule. Sorry, I'm looking at the wrong thing. Let's see. Maybe the Fallout show didn't happen. If it did, tell me. But I couldn't find it on the network. Let's see. I can't see it on the schedule thing either. Maybe it didn't happen. I don't know. Maybe the pay-per-view went on longer. I don't know, because I was behind. I was behind a little bit. I'm always behind. So I don't know how it ended up. But I don't think there was a post-show thing. Said there was gonna be, but if there was, tell me. But I never seen it. I'm waiting to see if a website will upload it. But that Hell in a Cell match, you need to see it if you haven't seen it. Amazing, without a doubt, the best one in the last 10 years or so. Without a doubt, it was so good, so good. It just had you like on the edge of your seat. You didn't know what was going to happen. Really good, really good. And the 2 out of 3 Falls match with Ziggler and Cesaro was really good as well. But the rest of the pay-per-view wasn't that great. But the main event definitely made up for it. And that first match with Ziggler and Cesaro was really good. Really good. But holy shit, that went on 27 minutes. This is the longest review ever. But that's it. I can't remember what figure it was I got. The other one. Let me just have a quick check. I'll go and check and see, just so I can tell you. Andre the Giant. Oh yeah, CM Punk. It was CM Punk. That was who it was. It was CM Punk. The CM Punker. I'll open them at some point. It's a couple of 4 elites and a random little double pack. But I can't believe I spoke 28 minutes. But it was a really good main event. I've said it a few times now, but it really was. I loved it. Like, and when at the ending, I was just watching. There was like, my face must have been like that the entire time. It was just so good, so good. But tell me what you're thinking. Tell me what you're thinking of the show. I'm looking forward to the Ambrose Wyatt feud. Thinking maybe Rollins will feud with maybe Randy Orton. Maybe he'll turn face on Raw or something. I don't know where that leaves Cena, because I don't think Lesnar's coming up back until the Royal Rumble. So maybe he'll be involved in like the traditional tag match thing or something. I don't know. Feel free to share your thoughts on that. But I really didn't expect to talk for 29 minutes. That's pretty crazy. But if you've watched the whole thing, thanks a lot. Appreciate it. Share your thoughts, like I said. I feel like I'm kind of repeating myself here a lot. But yeah, I don't think there's anything else to say. See, I watched the thingies. Like Ziggler had a really good promo on the exclusive in about talking about Cesaro and that. In Bree's thing, where Nikki was telling her what to do in that. but I haven't seen Total Divas yet. I'll see it. I won't get it watched now. No, it's not. The links isn't even up for it yet. Anyway, I'll watch it when I come home at night. I'm hoping not to work overtime tonight. I think it was just one episode this week, which is really good. But yeah, as you can probably tell, I loved that main event. It was just so good, so good. Same with the Cesaro match, just amazing. But I think I need to stop because I've probably said that about 17 times now. But thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe, show that like button some love. I'll try and have this up as early as I can. Like, it's 5:30 in the morning now. I render this. That'll take quite a while, maybe 45 minutes or something. Uploading will take a fair bit. I might leave it on and like while I'm at work and then turn off my computer at lunchtime. We'll see what happens. I'll try. I really should, because it'll take ages to go up at night, so we'll see what happens. Because my upload speed is terrible. It's like under 1 megabyte a second. But we'll see what happens. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.